back in the day when I was young, I can't even remember that. Switching of clothes over there or something. I don't know. It's kind of bizarre. Anyways, our special Christmas episode. I know you've been patiently waiting for us to drink some more. Thank you for your patience. Sometimes it takes a little bit. Tonight we're drinking some Sweetwater. G13 hazy. Sweetwater's been doing on this dank stuff. Now it is not THC based
yet.
Well, I had to take a class in Panama City for my license, and we ate lunch the second day at Beef O'Brady's in Panama City, and they had THC infused. That was a big thing they were trying to sell. And I had to look it up. I didn't know there was a loophole in the law that they could do that. I'm like, you better make sure you tell, especially military people. It's like, I was like, I just want to know. I want somebody to tell me how they are if they actually, because I can't. You can. But it's made me curious because I've thought about that, but I didn't know there was a loophole in the law.
That's interesting. Where was that at?
Beef O'Brady's.
Oh, okay.
But there was a whole thing. If you Google THC infused drinks,
yeah,
there's several. They said the problem is that the percentage it advertises is 10 milligrams, whatever it is for THC, you know, and I guess above 0.03 is below, you know, in the edibles, the smoking, anything like that has to be above to be medically. So it's made me curious. Is like how. And if you've tasted one, let me know. I'm just curious because I can't do them until after I retire.
Maybe that's where we're going tomorrow night.
Try a Beef O'Brady's.
Beef O'Brady's.
Was there Beef O'Brady's?
Our son's
birthday.
Bar mitzvah.
He's got his
Jewish,
learner's
right?
permit. He can chauffeur us.
Oh.
I already told you that's not a thing.
But if you're not Sweetwater out of Atlanta, Georgia, which they've been messing with this different dank stuff, and you can definitely smell it. Mm-hmm. But it is, I don't know how they do that with the smell, because I know it's not actually, you know, THC infused or anything like that. But it's something to do with something. To keep it just alcohol.
It's just a little...
Yeah. Can you do that again? I can't quite get my... Yeah, okay. So we were talking about, you've seen the previews for the new 28 Years Later.
Yeah.
What do you think?
So my question, do you think that zombie they showed
No, that would be... Even though they don't advertise Cillian Murphy, we all know Cillian's in it.
Yeah. Well, they said he is in it, and it's a...
Is it a brief?
No, they said it's a hopeful role.
Mm. Yeah, so that would make no sense if he was already a zombie.
Yeah.
There's no hope in that. They're not going to suddenly throw the whole warm bodies where teach them to love again.
Yeah.
But yeah, it looks very interesting. I didn't know there was a whole thing. I was like, why did they skip over 28 months later? And I actually heard somebody talking about that when they made 28 Days Later. They had the ideas for 28 weeks and 28 months, but when I think Sony bought the rights or whatever, they couldn't come in agreement for the 28 months. So that's why this is a whole new trilogy with 28 Years Later. They're hoping if it's big enough, it'll be a new trilogy.
Okay. Where do you go from there, though?
I know. It's years? Like 28 years, I think the world would have healed itself. There's only so many dead. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You
kind of learn, if you die, you're going to become a zombie. Okay, let's just...
Yeah.
You would think 28 years, you'd be able to repopulate the planet.
Yeah.
But maybe that's me. When I watch like The Walking Dead and stuff, and I'm like going, 9 years, 10 years, you should have this thing figured out that if they die, you got to get beheaded or something, or burned, or they don't manufacture. There's not like zombie sex rituals that they're having. I mean, unless you're in, what was it, Zack Snyder's first movie or something like that, with Mekhi Phifer's wife was pregnant with a zombie baby in that movie. Dawn of the Dead, Day of the Dead. It was his take on a George Romero Day of the Dead movie.
It sounds familiar, but
It was the one in the mall.
Oh, yeah.
had the guy from Modern Family, the dad, in there, who was a nasty guy in that movie. But what else are you looking forward to, movie-wise?
Movie-wise?
Has there been anything else that's come out and hit you? I know I'm waiting for the What If Season 3 on Disney coming out.
Actually, I got to find time this weekend, but I want to check out Secret Level.
Oh, me and Zane went through it. It's only 8 of the 16 that have been released.
Okay.
The most bizarre one is the Pac-Man one.
Which...
It has Keanu Reeves.
Did you watch the Game Awards at all?
The Game Awards, no.
Game Awards, they were last night. There's a new Pac-Man game coming out.
Oh, gosh.
But...
I hope it's not based on that short, because that short is really bizarre.
Oh, it is.
Oh,
They're
God.
intertwined. It's a Metroidvania. You play as this dude, and Pac-Man is like with him. It's like a floating thing behind him, whatever, and he can use him to like eat things and.
Oh, okay.
You have to watch the trailer for it because it.
When you see the episode, let me know.
Okay.
Because there's also an episode with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I've seen some clips of it. And every time it comes
That
up,
was
I'm
the
like,
funniest one to me. But there were some good ones to like there was games I had to look up like Sifu, which is like a samurai one where you get older every time you die until you get too old to play. And then you start from the beginning. I'm like, that sounds very similar to like Deathloop. But there was a lot of games that I didn't know. So it was interesting.
Okay.
I can't wait for the other 8 episodes to come out. Because they're only 15 minutes, so you can breeze through them pretty quick.
Okay. The Game Awards had several like trailers for some new games. I don't know if you played Turok back in the day.
I wanted to, but that was or Xbox, wasn't it? The first Xbox?
So I know there was the first one I remember I think was on Nintendo 64.
Oh yeah.
So
I know it. They've always said good things about it.
they're making a new one.
Okay.
They're making another Double Dragon. I don't know if you ever played any of the Double Dragon games.
I had never got into Double Dragon or Street Fighter.
Yeah.
They were just Mortal Kombat. I didn't get into till part 3 because then it got interesting with more the cyborgs and stuff.
They got a new some new characters, or they announced a new character for Tekken. There's a new Virtua Fighter coming out. I'm trying to think of some of the other ones that they announced. I don't know if have you played the Witcher games?
No, I have not.
There's a new Witcher game coming out.
Have they got to the new season when Cavill isn't in it yet?
I don't know.
Okay. I didn't know if you watched the show.
I did watch it, but when they announced they were switching him out, I was like...
They did come to an agreement, Games Workshop and Prime, and so Warhammer 40K. There's Warhammer 40K in that.
Okay.
And that was really good. Like, Zane got to see that. He's like, is this what it's like? I said, yeah. And there's a Dungeons and Dragons at the beginning. The first episode is Dungeons and Dragons. He's like, is that really what it's like? I was like, yeah, that's pretty spot on. It was really well done, I thought.
There was some other like weird. You know how we're always complaining we want new things.
Yeah.
There were some games that they advertised that were like one of them. It's called Split Fiction, and it takes place in the future. And the way books are written is, you go to a company, they upload you into like a virtual reality like environment.
Yeah.
And it basically plays out the stories that you've already manufactured in your head, and so that they can go in there and they can live this out, and while they're doing that, the book is being written for them, whatever. And it's these two characters, one does sci-fi and one does fantasy, and they realize, I guess, the dude that owns the company, he's not gonna like pay them for their stuff or whatever, so he locks them in this VR and they're together, and so things keep switching from sci-fi to fantasy, and it's different. All the levels on it are completely different. So like you could be in one that's like a platformer where you're fighting enemies, another one you could be on a dragon flying around,
That'd be
another
cool.
one, yeah, it looks really interesting. So
I was gonna say something I'd seen the other day, and I'm trying to remember what it was now. I heard the announcement that basically PlayStation 5 and the Xbox X are basically the top of what you're going to get out of platformers. Basically, you're going to have to go with the computers unless they change the PS5 so you can adapt everything in and out of it, or the Xbox.
Yeah.
But basically, that's as good as going to get and I saw that happen. They were going to hit a ceiling because there's not been any technology that's come out that's been new and amazing.
Yeah.
But between the 4 and the 5, and that's the funny thing is like one game I'm looking forward to that comes out in March is Atomfall, which is like the British version of
Fallout. Yeah.
And it's PlayStation 4, 5, Xbox X, Xbox One, and it's like so there's barely, the gamers love to say there's a big difference. There's not that big of a difference.
Yeah.
I mean, when Jedi Survivor came out, I swore I saw it said Xbox One and like that, and when I went to go get it, they're like, oh no, that's only Xbox X. But now just before Christmas they released it for Xbox One for $20, and it's still more expensive for the Xbox X, which is funny. And I'm like, I knew, I thought they had it because it's not that much of a difference.
Yeah.
But there's the silence. Kyle still didn't read it. He doesn't drink with us. He doesn't write us scripts. You know, you think if he loved us, he'd write us a script. I'd read a script if he wrote it.
Yeah.
I mean, like, let's talk about what Kyle wants to hear. Let's make Kyle smile.
Yeah. He needs it.
Yeah. He doesn't get enough hugs.
Yeah. It's hard being a dunkel.
Oh, he's a dunkel. I would say I drink dunkels, but that sounds... But it is a style of beer, too.
It's dunkels through a hole in the wall.
Yeah, he made me work. He made me watch
Sushi Glory Hole.
Look it up. It's Saturday Night Live.
Well, it's technically Lonely Island.
Yeah, because it was
Andy Samberg, and I don't know the other guy's name, but they're Lonely Island.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I can't take it back now. It's a visual now. Sushi Glory Hole. But we'll come back with another beer and something else to say because we started off strong.
Yeah, we did.
Okay, so we watched a couple of previews. Hot Frosty was not what I thought it was, and thought it was more of a horror because people talk about it. I didn't know it was just a Hallmark movie of a Frosty turning into a hunk, even though we all know he had a belly. And
we'll have to get that over to our research department to find the one you were looking for.
The research, I forgot what. Anyway, we saw another preview for Carry On, the new Christmas. My wife said the action is another Die Hard Christmas movie with Taron Egerton and Justin Bateman. Jason Bateman.
Yes.
Sorry, Mr. Bateman.
You know what I have to say about
Master Bateman.
Die Hard-esque Christmas movies? Yippee-ki-yay.
That's right. Now I'm going to torture us. This is going to be torture. I know this is going to be a hard one. You got done with that? Mm-hmm. And you can't look over here because I want to read it afterwards. It's going to be torture for both of us. It might be good if one of those ones I saw, I said I've got to torture Spencer. I've got to torture myself. Mr. Beast! Oh my God! Hard white haze, 6%. Oh, Mr. Beast, you're in everything. What's your...
The Beast.
It was like $2 at Walmart.
White haze.
Yeah. It looks...
Is this what his buddy was giving them kids?
Giving him the white haze. Yeah, I see Mr. Beast is like, oh, no, even though I'm called Mr... No, I can't say that because he's going to sue me, right? But his name's on everything that's in Walmart, I think. It tastes like a soda.
Mm-hmm.
It tastes like a Sprite. That's kind of weird.
Yeah.
If you like sugary goodness,
There
there is no aftertaste. It is literally just...
Yeah. The mix of what was left of this combined with that was not awesome.
Oh. That's why I rinse my glass out. That's why I rinse my glass out every time. You also showed me a preview of, what was it called? 688?
Yes.
If you can
It's
explain it.
a World War II movie.
On Netflix. These are both Netflix movies, Carry On. And
Supposed to be based on a true story. But it's basically a all black female army
During World War II?
Yeah, during World War II.
And they were told they were going to go into combat or something?
Well, they were told they were going over to help out the cause, and when they get there, it's like, you're going to be sorting and delivering the mail. So, I mean...
It's interesting. I mean,
Yeah.
these are stories that should always come out. Then we can do research, find out how much is, Hollywood trying to make things good, and how the true history of how people are treated.
Yeah.
So. While I drink my Mr. Beast Sprite here. Actually, after the candy bars and stuff, everything I've had with his name on it, this is actually scarily decent. It's a malt beverage, I'm guessing.
It's something.
It's a lot of sugar. Yes, I can hear Benny. Benny wants to get in the room. He's our alarm clock. But our producers haven't chimed in with anything they want to see or have seen or anything. But not until I played the Hot Frosty preview and my wife was like, I've seen that.
Yeah.
What's your favorite Christmas movie? Go for you, Spencer.
Favorite Christmas movie?
Or what's in your top? You have a top thing that you like to watch? Good memories as a kid. Die Hard 1 and 2 are always in mine. My son's got to see them. Maybe Lethal Weapon I'll get him to see this year. I forgot Lethal Weapon was a Christmas movie. Like Batman Returns is technically a Christmas movie. I want to get him to see Gremlins because Gremlins is one of my favorite Christmas stories.
Oh, I like watching Gremlins.
So we can argue about that because I saw a TikToker arguing because we always have the argument of you can't feed them after midnight. Well, what if you're in a different time zone? And this other guy goes, wait, you can't get them wet, but they're playing in the snow.
Yeah.
And they're drinking alcohol.
Well, what's the cutoff, too? Like, after midnight, like, is it...
Till when?
6 a.m., Is it
these
sunrise?
rules are very vague,
Yeah.
More sugar. Not much sugar. That's a heavy metal hard rock. How about you, Kyle? What is your favorite Christmas
Kyle.
movie?
Tell us your favorite Christmas... I know what Kyle's favorite Christmas movie is.
Deadpool?
Yeah, the Deadpool Christmas special.
Oh, yes, when he's talking to, what's his name?
Savage.
It's Fred Savage.
Fred Savage, yeah.
Savage. Not 21 Savage.
No. They were at the Game Awards. They played, it was them and somebody else.
Them, as in who? The Wonder Years?
21 Savage.
Oh.
It was them and somebody else. Him and somebody else.
I've heard that Pantheon right there is a really good animation series. On Netflix, I've got a bookmark. I have like a mile-long Netflix.
That's
queue.
what my IMDb, I have, let's see, 1,700 items on my watch list.
That is,
And it just keeps getting added and more. And TikTok's usually the culprit, because I'll be flipping through and then it'll be a clip from a movie and I'm like, oh, that's
Or somebody's talking
pretty cool.
about it.
Yeah, so I'm like, let me add it, knowing full well that I'm probably never gonna watch it.
Yeah. That's the problem with all the streaming. That's why I like to still, if I find something that I like, I'll buy it. So then I'll forget about it later.
Doing some quick math because our production staff was.
Well, if you figure an hour and a half,
smartasses.
is an hour and a half the average now, or an hour 45 maybe? Yes, our production's,
It's 124 days worth of stuff.
Yeah, that's not even a year.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when you're working 40 hours a week.
Well, if somebody would hire us, we could just critique movies
And video games.
and video games.
Yeah.
And TV shows.
And liquor.
And liquor.
beer.
And beer.
I might even go so far as wine.
Hey, wineries. Don't buy it in the bottle. Go to the winery. Get the tour. Try it right from.
Mother-in-law went to St. Augustine.
Yes.
Was it last weekend? And she said, there's a distillery there.
Go to watch the game.
Do you Do you want me to pick you something up? So I was like, let me check out the St. Augustine Distillery.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't look at their stuff. It's super expensive.
So you went through that.
Was it whiskey?
It was whiskey. They had a couple other ones. I think they had vodka, and I think they had rum. They were still both expensive.
Yeah.
So
Yes, sir.
good news.
Good news, everyone.
Yes. Emerald Republic is opening up a second location in
Yes.
Navarre.
In Navarre.
Yes.
Oh, good. Get some of that cherry ghost.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know they're spreading out. That's awesome.
Yeah, they're going right near the Navarre Bridge.
Oh.
So-
And the former, not Land Sharks.
They said what it was. It was
The big building that was a T-shirt shop for a bit, and then it became like 2 restaurants, one including the world famous Hallenbach, which I think,
It's world famous.
well, in our area, anything that's popular in our area is world famous. We're a small little community that our egos are bigger than most big cities. Because in Destin, there's a couple
the
of rich
former location of the Grill House.
Oh, the grill house. That's the other side. Okay. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
That was also that one. It was a barbecue place that came to. It was in Navarre, came to Fort Walton, went back to Navarre.
What was that called?
Something smokehouse.
Something Smokehouse, yeah. I think we should name something like Something Smokehouse, yes. That sounds like we could have a something Thai place and a something Asian place. And
Yeah.
something barbecue. Because, you know, I still want the I don't know. Can we have an
Yes.
I don't know?
Yes.
Or I don't care.
Or the what do you want?
What do you want? Oh, that's what I want. Let's go to what do you want. But that's not what I want.
Here's my genius idea, and I'm broke, so anybody that wants to steal my idea, go for it.
But please credit him.
Yes. Standalone food courts. We don't need a whole freaking mall. Just open up a food court.
Well, they do that in some, what do you call them? The travel trailers or the food trucks.
The food trucks, but
They
food
have a
trucks
couple
are
areas.
expensive.
I know, for something that's we're saving money by not having a permanent
Yeah.
location. Why does it cost more?
$27 for 2 fried mozzarella sticks.
Yeah. Well, it's artesian. No, it's not.
Marinara
we make
sauce
it
is
fresh.
extra.
Do you really?
Oh, you want ranch? We handmade that earlier this morning. Did you see our cow Bessie out back? That's where we got
Yeah.
the sour cream from. Buttermilk.
No ribbing on this, but I always thought that the food trucks were supposed to be cheaper.
Yeah.
Because you don't have the overhead.
Yeah.
And it's straight profit for, because it's like the person themselves, But maybe that's me.
You know who I miss? Huh?
We were a haters, is what we were said.
Haterade.
Oh.
I said you guys are gonna get haters.
You know what I miss? I miss the
Well, I appreciate them. I just don't understand the cost difference between that and a restaurant when
the Philly cheesesteak dude that used to be down here by the Tom Thumb.
the Philly cheesesteak dude.
He had the tiniest little trailer. And
now it's a fried rice place, isn't it?
It's a different. He had this little dinky thing.
Yeah.
And all he made was Philly cheesesteaks. That was it.
Yeah.
And he would go in the morning, he would buy the stuff for it, and once he ran out of stuff, he was done for the day.
Yeah.
And he didn't charge out the ass for his stuff.
That'd be a
And
different
they
way
were
to charge.
good.
Yeah.
That's why he's not ran.
Okay, it's probably assassinated by Big Philly.
Big. Yo, this is Big Philly. We's gonna cut you out. That's what I miss.
We have a tattoo of a cheesesteak on my arm.
For the
That
love
says,
of cheesesteak.
That says deny, depose.
No.
Arrested for
Yeah. Because they always say you can't get a good Philly till you go to Philadelphia. That's what you get. And then they're like, there's 2 Phillies. There's one with a cheese whiz, and there's one with the fresh cheese. I'm
Yeah.
like, no offense, I'm going to choose the fresh cheese every day. I am not a cheese whiz guy. And you're already telling me it's in it, and I don't like cheese whiz. So I'm not going to go.
I would try it just to be like I tried both.
medicine.
and this one's the
I
better
probably
one.
would too, but I would probably be the guy who would be like, well, I've had better somewhere else.
It's like a,
Then I'd be taken out, you know.
yeah.
All love. It's all love. It's
Mm-hmm.
all pick. You can pick on us. It's a communication thing.
Yes.
You know.
Just communicate with us.
Please.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Okay, we're just discussing work stuff that we're not going to talk about on camera because I found out a coworker watches this, and one of his coworkers. So that's 2 coworkers.
Hey, well, my coworker won't give a shit.
Say hi if Rick actually makes it this far. He watched. So hi, Rick.
Hi, Rick.
So
How's Morty?
oh, he's probably not going to get that reference. Rick and Morty. It's a show. It's a cartoon.
Look it up. It's good.
It's really funny. But yeah, he was watching it because Okay, Lily. We have another cat wanting to join us. No, because of the BBD.
Oh, okay.
He likes the white chocolate we got. What do we got? Right out of Tallahassee, Florida. Ology Brewing. I did see that.
Resolved Enigma. That is probably the coolest name for a beer we've had so far.
I like that simple black and white shading.
7%. It's a West Coast style IPA.
West Coast.
Yeah.
Was it the West Coast? Yeah, I'm old and I'll make fun of myself. It's okay. Take the damn thing. Pour it correctly, sir. Have I not taught you anything in my years and years of inexperience? We're just talking about what things not to do at work, you know. Especially he now works for his IT department. And so similar things that I've seen at my work, it's certain things you don't do on your work computer because, well, IT sees it.
Yes. Some people get caught in traps by accident, and it's not like this to me was like a funny one. We have our fraud department,
Yes.
and
I'm waiting to taste this until you tell your story.
so they had an individual. They were doing an investigation on their account because of possible fraud, and there was a charge from a specific website, and the lady went to the website, and it blew up one of our
A server, computer?
No, it basically it shot off alarms. I was supposed to say it blew up
Okay.
the alarm, basically saying like, "Hey, this person went to this website. They shouldn't have gone to there, and this is bull." And it's like,
This is not a safe website.
yeah, and it was like, okay, well, it wasn't intentional. She was just doing her job.
Not much of a smell.
Not much of a tree.
No. If you ever go to Tallahassee, I will recommend Ology and find the one that serves food because it's amazing. And that's the distillery, that purple stuff that I got for Grimace when we drank Grimace.
Oh, okay.
That was the cheapest because they make their own whiskeys and vodkas, and like you said, when you saw the distillery in St. Augustine,
Yeah.
the prices are
Yes.
up there. But I digress. As I
Which I mean, I can complain all I want, but if they're doing small batch,
exactly,
they
it's
gotta
gonna-
you know.
you can't lower the price because you got to be price. You got to look it over. A lot of people don't understand cost, and the smaller a company is, to keep their profit margin, you have to. Things are going to cost a little bit more,
Yes.
you know, and bigger corporations it's going to cost the same. The CEO is just going to put it in his back pocket.
Yes. Then deny coverage and
That's
then get
right.
shot in the back.
Speaking of that news, it's almost like I'm hearing things like when Bobby Kennedy, or no, was it Bobby or one? No, it was his brother John. The denial is like they arrested this guy for suspicious behavior. Now he's becoming like a martyr in a lot of the internet. But then a lot of us are like, did he really do it? Was he trying to gain fame by acting this way? Because he can be so smart to get away with it,
Yeah.
and then be so dumb to go to McDonald's.
So, I mean, internet, grain of salt, but supposedly, I guess
Dang it! I'm
he,
refilling.
I guess when he ordered his meal, he told the lady who he was. This is supposedly,
Yeah, I
and
heard
it was
that.
like, go ahead and call it in so you can get the reward. But
because there's like a 60,000 or 600,000 or something.
yeah, but of course, it just, to me, it just adds to this whole thing. It's like,
The whole mystery or the whole
well, no, the whole like,
bizarreness or
no, just the class warfare.
yeah,
about it. It's
because
like,
supposedly this accused person, his mother was denied.
yeah,
and then
with-
supposedly he's been denied for stuff too.
yeah, but it's like, hey, you could have got the reward, but you didn't call the right number.
Oh, really?
Did
Yeah.
that really happen? Or is that
Yeah.
just stuff on?
Oh no, she didn't get the reward, and she got fired for talking to the police on company time.
Well, that sounds like litigation
From
coming right there.
McDonald's? Well,
Yeah,
they're
well-
about to have a lawsuit.
McDonald's, it'll be blamed on the local McDonald's.
Yeah.
I guarantee you it's going to go against the owner of that particular
Yeah.
McDonald's. But the whole thing is, how do you nowadays with the internet? Do you truly believe what everybody says?
No.
Because
It's like I like reading Reddit posts,
yeah,
but do I believe in any of them? No. It's like, yeah, I went here and this person said, no, they didn't. You didn't
I
leave your
I
house.
always love that because I hear that at work all the time. Is I heard this? I'm like, did you read past the line on the screen?
Yeah.
Because that's all they do. A lot of people read the headline
Yeah.
and they don't go into the story.
Yeah.
And you're like, dude, did you read the story?
Yeah.
Because there's a lot more that. And I really wish they would hold journalists and websites accountable for this pop and click or whatever it is, where people just pop it. They don't even read it if they pop it. They just look at the headline.
Yeah. What journalists? They're all being replaced by AI.
Well, not just that. Just every other person on the internet thinks they're a journalist.
Yeah.
And whoever gets the story out the quickest.
Yeah.
That's what I love is when a story happens and then 3 million people and there's never... Back in the old days, they used to do a review or when a story was wrong or something, even if it was a little tiny thing in the newspaper.
Yeah.
Nowadays, nobody even comes back and say, hey, sorry.
Yeah.
We got this wrong.
I had a Simon moment
Oh.
about a week ago.
What is a Simon moment?
So my friend Simon here,
I want to know what a Simon moment is.
my friend Simon here will say, I can't follow that person because too many other people follow them.
My little bit of a hipster that I have.
Yes.
That's true.
So there's a guy on TikTok and he reports the news. It's usually like international news.
Yes.
Sometimes it's smaller ones who'll be like, hey, can you believe this or whatever. So he has quite a following, and I don't have his name right now off the top of my head.
But do you follow him yourself?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So I follow him. And my Simon moment was the Daily Mail saw how popular he was getting, so they started copying him, and now they are about to outdo him follower-wise. And of course, we have the TikTok ban, but this was before they finally announced that.
It will never happen.
But
It'll be in court for 4 more years.
But he goes, hey, this large company is doing exactly what I'm doing, and if you guys could keep following me instead of them, I'd appreciate it. And I was like, you know what? I can do that. It's a Simon moment. Don't follow the big people. Follow the small.
Oh, that's what you're saying?
Yeah.
But now he's a big person.
He is, but
Did he follow you back?
He started no, but he started.
How many followers? How many
Oh
follow
my
backs does he
God.
have?
Oh my god. It's not the point, Simon. He started small. He built his thing, and then somebody else was like, "Oh, we got more money. We can do that better."
Oh yeah.
But it's exactly what he's doing. It's not any better. It's just
That's why I don't think I'd ever want to be a big name because like on TikTok you're limited. You can only follow back 10,000 people. Even if you have 1 million followers, you can only follow 10,000 back. And the ridiculousness of how popular you have to be, even if you have 100,000, you can only 10,000 back.
yeah.
If 10,000 people or more liked it and commented, you couldn't answer every one of them every day.
Yeah.
And so I would hate to be that popular because I would feel like I was letting people down by not conversing back with them. Even if it's a silly... Even if it's as silly as... I think that's yours, sir. As emoticons back. If somebody emoticons, I emoticon back. If somebody leaves an actual comment, I'm returning the comment. I'm answering what they're saying.
Silly Simon.
Silly Simon?
Once you have that many followers, you're going to be making money. You can pay people to comment back
I wouldn't
for
want
you.
to pay somebody because that's not me. I don't ever want to be that popular. You heard it there, folks. If I just got a couple of you, just a couple of you, that's all I want. I'm happy. Yeah, you want more money? If we had more money, we could. I will say, if we had somebody who could control the camera and do a good editing job,
Yeah.
I would be happy. And especially sound quality, because we don't use sound equipment. You know, you see all the other people, they got the headphones here, they got the microphone in front of them. They still sound as shitty as I do.
Yeah.
I'm like, how much did you spend for this? No, mine's just my phone. I mean, I would like that. I would. Somebody bring us beer, you know. I'd love to be sponsored where, like, a breweries were like, hey, we want you to try this and review it.
I would love for our little channel to get to the point where we can go to premieres. I would love to go to, like, a premiere of a movie, you know. or I would even take...
No. Yeah, suddenly Hollywood porn is calling us.
Hey.
Here, right in your eye, guys.
Hey. But Pirates of the Caribbean.
Hey.
But, you know, the other side of that is like, hey, we've got this game coming out. We want you to review it for your show.
Yeah, we'd like to try it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would love that. I mean, is anyone ever going to do it? I don't. We'll never have that popularity.
No.
I mean, even with our good looks, our stellar good looks. I mean, you've got a great beard. I've got gray hair. You know.
Sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes, depending. But
that's what we should do to drive some engagement.
What?
A vote on your next hair color.
Oh, okay. We'll have Kyle say one thing. With one vote, it's going green.
He's like, I want your hair to be green, and I want the Green Lantern symbol shaved into the back of your head. Did you know Kyle has a Green Lantern tattoo? The symbol on his chest?
Is it shaped like a heart?
No, it's just the Green Lantern symbol.
My friend Michael in Atlanta would love that because he's a big Green Lantern fan. Like, he went premiere day of the Green Lantern movie. He loved the Green Lantern movie, even though a lot of people didn't. He's like, hey, what can you expect from Hollywood? I'm just happy Green Lantern got a movie. Even though Ryan Reynolds hates it and talks about it, I like the Green Lantern movie. I don't think it's a bad movie. I just think it was, in a way, it was too intelligent for, you know, because there's a lot of hidden stuff in there. I know you're not going to think that, but...
No, I think that he should do for Green Lantern what he did for Deadpool.
Come back and pick up... I don't have anything. It's empty. And coming back will bring back what you just said.
Okay.
Okay. We'll do a quick one right here. This is... Limonita Rosada. It's a sour ale with raspberry, strawberry, and lime. 6%.
Man, I thought that might be a banana beer for Kyle.
Banana. It's from Tripping Animals. I'll let Spencer show it. I love that. It's like a flamingo.
I love beer art.
I do too. It's like one of the great pastimes. Since they're trying to, you know... I don't have it. My wife decided to start collecting albums. I still pick up CDs. I think physical media is so underrated because something's going to happen, and that's why they want everything to be streaming, movies and everything, so they can control you. And I say they because it is a big conglomerate.
So there is, sorry, I know I just kind of opened that.
That's okay.
So there is they're working on that in the European Union, the same way they worked on Apple and the USB-C plug. So the start of it is...
Nice color.
So, you know how, like, you download a game or a movie, like, say on your Xbox, and say Xbox loses the licensing to be able to sell that movie?
Yes.
Well, they can go back in and go, we're taking it off your...
Yeah,
you know.
exactly.
So, the other thing that kind of ties into it is, and this is where they're working on it right now, if you buy a game that is online only, and we'll just say like Fortnite, for instance, I know it's free to play, but say you had to buy it,
Well, you can buy it though.
Well, yeah, but you buy it and then
It usually has a digital code for download, right?
yeah.
It's not
But
a
like,
physical.
but like next year they say, oh, we're shutting down the servers, and you paid $70 for this game,
Yeah.
and now you can't play it. So the European Union is trying to pass a law, and it's not perfect, but they're trying to pass a law that says if a game company produces a game, it must be playable forever.
Yeah.
So, and there's the not so perfect part of that is, you have a company that say, again with Fortnite, it's been out for how many years? 10 years or whatever.
Yeah.
Say it came out 10 years ago and they go, okay, we're ending the playability of this game. It's been out for 10 years because now we're working on Fortnite 2 or we're working on this. If they force them to keep servers online for it, eventually game companies are going to stop making games because they're having to pay for these servers to stay online,
Yeah.
But
Plus the amount of heat that these servers do.
Yeah.
And the amount of it costs.
yeah.
But let's try this, and I got a point to that too. You can definitely smell the sour.
Oh, that's good.
Strawberry lemonade. Lemonada rosada, yeah. Raspberry, strawberry, and lime. That is really good.
It is.
Tripping animals, fantastic job. Same thing though. If you have Star Wars Battlefront 1,
Yeah.
servers don't work.
Yeah.
And that was so funny because there was another group this year. Because my wife and my son bought me 1 and 2 for the Xbox, and 1 was not playable. You set it up, you download the update, and you go to log on, you can't get on the server.
Yeah.
2 still works. But another company bought the rights and they were putting out a double pack for $20 of 1 and 2. You go into any store, used game store, you can pick up one $5 to $10.
Yeah.
It's not going to work. And it's like, those stores should know that. You can buy it at Target. You can buy it at Walmart.
Yeah.
It doesn't work. And you would think if you're going to take it offline,
Pull the. Yeah.
pull the stock for
Yeah.
one thing, but also like credit the consumer or something. But like, hey, sorry, we don't have the room or something. We're going to give you this much towards this other game that you own. We can see you own part 2.
Yeah.
So we're going to give you the free download software.
Yeah.
Something to compensate for it.
So I follow this Twitch streamer. He
Twitches?
he twitches. He actually owns a game company called Pirate Software, and his solution was, he said, okay, you release a game like Battlefront, right?
Yeah.
It's out for a while. There's a good following of players, but the company is basically looking at their bottom line and like, hey, we can't support having a server set up for this anymore. He was like, ugh. There are people out there that play these games that know how to run a server for a game. And he was like, give that option out there. Like, hey, we're shutting down, but anybody that wants to like stand up a server for this game,
Yeah.
go for it. We're not going to come after you. We're not going to,
On the same note, don't make a game that is only like on Xbox Live.
Yeah.
I got Xbox Core, which is the basic one. They released in the last month. They released 3 games, new games to the core. They haven't been in a while. One of them is called DayZ. DayZ is a zombie game. So you go to play it, and you can't because the server's down.
Yeah.
So they let you download, and Xbox should know that.
Yeah.
Microsoft should know that. Be like, oh crap, we're giving you a game that you can't play.
Yeah. I totally agree with that, but I also don't like the games where it is a single player experience, but it doesn't work unless the game can reach out to
Whatever server.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand because, like, I love Forza Horizons. I haven't played Forza Motorsports. But when I was injured last year, they changed Xbox Live in the middle, so I ended up with Ultimate for like a year
Yeah.
for no extra charge. And so I got into Forza 5 and then Forza 4. And then I've been able to pick up 3, 2, and 1. And you can still play them.
Yeah.
There's just extra content that you can't get to. And that's fine.
Yeah.
You know, because that was an option to buy when you had the game. But I can still play the core games.
Yeah.
You can still get the experience. And I understand that part.
Yeah.
You know, because it's with that. if you download it onto your game or onto your hard drive, it should be like that's why I don't like streaming,
Yeah.
because you will never own streaming.
Yeah.
I don't agree with Spotify. That's why I say we should bankrupt Spotify, because I can't believe people are actually paying for it when there is a free one, but people don't want to hear commercials. It's like, dude, you can set up playlists. I mean, I listen to the radio, and there's commercials.
Yeah.
And y'all are like, well, I pay for satellite radio. Well, that's your silly ass. I grew up with commercials. It doesn't bother me.
I hate commercials. I hate them with a passion. We pay for YouTube Premium.
They just raised their prices, didn't they?
Yes.
From what I heard, it's more than cable now.
We have so we don't have the YouTube TV. We have
Okay.
just the premium. It's no commercials, but we are grandfathered in on a plan when we sign up for it. So we get YouTube Premium and YouTube Music together.
Yes.
And that's
You mean white music?
huh?
You mean white music?
Yes.
Because you look at this little thing, it's whitey. It's white music. I'm like, wow, you're racist,
Yeah.
YouTube.
But we pay for that. Now our son, we pay for YouTube Premium. Like I said, we're grandfathered on that. We pay for another service on Apple, and the service has YouTube Music included into it.
No, Apple Music.
Apple Music. I'm sorry, Apple Music. That's why we have producers, folks. They're not drunk.
That's right. We have sober people.
Yes. And even with both those services, my son goes, "No, I want Spotify Premium."
But
Yeah.
But from what I understand, Spotify is like one of the worst to pay their the artists.
Yeah.
So it's that's the whole thing is like if everyone used the free one, they would actually have to pay out of pocket. The money that they're getting from the commercials, they would have to pay out. So don't pay for it. I'm just saying, that's my opinion.
Yeah.
We've got 47 subscribers.
We love each.
We
and
love
every
each and every one of you. If I knew who you all were, I'd call you out like I do Kyle. Or Rick, like I found out my coworker Rick. Just to say thank you.
Thank you, Wendy.
Yes, and thank you, Simon, because I watch. Do you watch the videos?
I don't like watching myself.
No, but you listen to it. I just put it on listen and walk around the house.
Oh.
Then I critique if I can be better.
Uh,
No, you don't even listen to yourself?
I don't.
So you can't be any better?
I can't. I can do it. I can start doing that. That's fine.
I'm just picking on you. Like I said, if I don't pick on people, it means
You
I don't
know
like
what
you.
would help
What?
is
Actual production?
if we had a script
Yes. Oh, God, that would be so good.
written by
Like-
by Treader Scripts LLC.
Oh, is that his name? Trader Scripts LLC?
Treader Scripts, yeah.
I mean, I would follow a script. I mean, even if it's points. Every week he could update us. Like, this is what I
Right.
want you to talk about.
Yeah.
I could do that. I could do the research.
Yeah.
Give me games to talk about.
Yeah.
Give me movies, TV shows. What do you like?
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, the email is in every video at the end. If you stay till the end. If you click us after. If you're like, I'm not watching that. That's an old gray-haired guy and some guy with a beard. They're both YT.
Yeah.
They listen to YT music.
Yes.
That's why I
They
can't
have
listen to-
YT opinions.
That's right. But I'm not just YT. I love everybody. And I'm thankful if you've watched this far into the video. Honestly. Critique the hell out of us. I'm okay.
We want to be better.
Yes.
We want that sweet, sweet YouTube money.
I would just like some sweet, sweet TikTok money. I mean, I don't care. I mean, with a TikTok ban going into effect that I don't make any money off of anyway.
Yeah.
I hear about people are like, dang it, I'm in the middle of a point here. I gotta save a little bit for my wife to try that. I think she would like that. But at the end or the beginning, I will show pictures like I always do of these that we've sampled this week. If you have talking points, always feel free to suggest them. We're cool with anything. Have you watched Twisters yet? That's on Peacock?
No.
Peacock, you could supply us money too.
Yeah.
Twisters is excellent. I mean, if you like the original one, this is more intense.
Okay.
I mean, with the special effects nowadays, everybody's flying. I mean, literally, you think you're like, oh, this person's safe. They're not. No. I really liked it. I really liked it. I mean, it's kind of a flip-flop. I thought it was going to be a sequel. but it's not.
Oh,
It's kind of like a redo. I don't know if that's what they did with the Roadhouse, because I never saw the Jake Gyllenhaal Roadhouse.
I haven't yet. I want to, but I also hear how trash of an actor.
Conor McGregor.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but come on, it's Conor McGregor.
Although,
The original, there was some. Patrick Swayze was the best thing about the original.
I will say this on a side note on that.
Okay.
I had high hopes that Mike Tyson was going to beat the brakes off of Jake Paul.
Are you still on this?
And now that they're trying to get Conor McGregor to fight him, I hope that
Conor
crazy,
McGregor beats the
yeah,
brakes off of him.
I hope crazy ass Conor McGregor just.
Yes, but this is the whole thing: is if they get him more money than Tyson got paid. Connor's, but Conor does sponsor a whiskey, I think. I'm just hoping that little bit of Irish, or is it Scottish or Irish? Irish?
I don't know. We'll look that up.
Because I don't want to be wrong. But yeah,
I mean,
that anger.
Mick is
inside.
Scottish.
Mick?
The Mick Gregor.
Oh, okay. Okay.
That's a slur.
Oh, really?
Calling somebody a Mick. Yeah.
I didn't know that. So what if your name is Mick? Like Mick Fleetwood.
I mean, you just gotta deal with slurs.
That would suck. We're not going to get him to slur yet, because we're
Not yet.
going to work on it. So you feed your controller to dogs? Is
Yes.
that what- you let the dog eat your...
I do.
Xbox. So you're an Xbox like me, even though I'd love a PS5 if somebody sponsored us. Or an Xbox, because... What are we doing? We got a...
Oh, I opened it prematurely.
Premature.
Sorry.
It's okay, you can pour it, then show it.
Winter. That's a good idea.
Winter Ride.
Yes.
I think this was one I picked up from... Where was our last trip to? This was at Trader Joe's, because Trader Joe's always has the best deal on... No, it wasn't Jacksonville. With Tallahassee, we just went.
Winter Ride.
It's nice.
Double Bock, 7.5%.
Double Bock.
Dark roasted caramel Munich malts.
Munich malts.
Product of USA.
Yeah. To have a brewery.
Brewed and canned by
Nice smell.
Joseph's Brow Brewing Company, San Jose, California.
Trader Joe's. Joseph's Brow. Something to do with Trader Joe's. Everything with Joseph's Brow. And they're pretty nice to drink.
That's pretty good.
Like pretty malty, roasty kind of flavor. So we're just sitting there, me and the wife, as we're talking. We're trying to book a hotel we have a Christmas trip planned, and I'm not telling you where or when until we're done, because the crazy stalkers.
Yes.
But I like reading hotel reviews. It's fun because the things people complain about are hilarious to me. I understand the need to complain, but some of them are just hilarious.
I was supposed to go out of town today.
Oh my gosh.
Where were you supposed to go?
I was supposed to fly
To fly
to LA today.
to LA.
Yes.
Probably leave names out of this. So,
Like Lower Alabama, right?
No,
they don't sound like a crazy stalker person.
Los Angeles. We were going to Hollywood Hills.
Really?
A coworker of mine recently found out that
They were rich?
Sabrina Carpenter.
Sabrina Carpenter is single,
Oh, okay. So
and
that doesn't sound stalkerish.
she asked me.
There you go, giving stuff
She.
You know what?
Sabrina
away.
asked
They.
you.
I work at a
They or
company
them?
with 300 women, so narrow it down.
Anyway, you don't even have to say
Yeah.
that. So,
Whatever.
jokingly aside, they
Yes. So she was like, "Hey, how can I shoot my shot with Sabrina Carpenter?"
take a chance.
So no, I
I know, but
I
I'm just
planned it
making
out.
sure people
Yes.
understand that. Take a chance.
You
Yes.
should be careful with your
Because
description
people
of your
do
idea.
have celebrity crushes, and we
Yes.
don't want to think it's what's his name from the '80s who had a thing for Jodie Foster,
yeah no. This was
and then went after Reagan for some weird reason.
because that was how he was going to impress her. Come on
That
now.
doesn't impress me.
So
I'm Shania Twain. That doesn't impress me much.
I came up with a plan.
Oh,
I said, "Look, we'll fly out. will go there. I will fake an attack on her. Hold on. This
is why he's sitting here, because it's not real.
was a perfect plan. Okay, I was gonna
perfect.
fake an attack on her, right?
His wife said no.
And as I'm doing this, right, pyrotechnics from the bushes,
Like George Bush?
huh? No, from the bushes,
Jeb Bush?
and this coworker of mine hops out of the bushes.
Oh, it was gonna be a whole like a Hollywood montage of fantastical.
No, it's like wrestling.
Okay. It's like wrestling. Okay, we're going WWE.
She was going to be dressed as Rhea Ripley.
Okay.
Step in.
Who were you dressed as? Mick Foley?
No, I'm just the crazy guy that attacked Sabrina Carpenter.
Mick Foley.
Shot in the process.
And
Oh yeah.
and she was going to come in.
And
I was going to
body
take one
slam
for the
you.
team. She's
Okay.
going to body slam me, beat the brakes off me.
Okay.
You know.
Beat the brakes off you.
Yeah. Right. Get up. Boom. There's Sabrina Carpenter. She's so appreciative that she showed up to help her out. Bada boom,
Okay.
bada bing.
Did you come up with this idea?
I did.
It's a wonder you're still married. Did you have this idea?
It was
to impress your
it's
wife?
100% foolproof. Okay, it would have worked.
Yeah, you would have got shot.
I'd have gotten out of work
Except you
for a
have
little
no
while.
idea where she would
You'd be
be.
Oh no, we found her house.
No. Oh no, dude! Don't say that.
I told you to
Don't.
take her.
The Hollywood maps are not real.
No. It said where it showed an image of her house.
Okay, well that's not
From
no,
satellite.
The internet is not used for this.
And I'm like, we can do
no,
this.
No, I do not agree with this. Of course, you can see he's here, so none of it. And I hope nobody feels threatened by that, because it was just idiots. That would make
My
no
wife
videos.
felt threatened about me going to another state with my lesbian coworker.
No, your wife did was joking.
I would feel threatened by you going to jail.
Yeah, because your wife was a little more concerned about you dying.
Because I think your wife knows that you would be the bottom in prison. Is that the
Told you I got
bottom?
compliments.
Yeah, I'm sure you would be complimented and sore.
So, yeah.
But one of my favorite things to follow on TikTok now is I don't follow, because if they're too big, I don't follow. I'm a hipster. I don't know why.
Hipster.
Because I know
Simon.
they'll never talk to me because they're too busy, and I understand that.
I'm surprised in your TikTok the other day when you had the winter hat on,
My Pleplius hat.
your Publius hat, that you didn't have a scarf on.
No, but I had my Pleplius jacket too. I was showing all out for Zane Lamprey, who we did meet in New Orleans.
We did. Awesome guy.
Yes.
And then he didn't come here this year. Or this next year.
It'll
I
be
don't
next
know.
year.
It's
he'll
because
come.
we're
It's every other year.
His new dates came out though.
Yeah, but he went to
And
St.
he's not
Augustine.
coming here.
it's because we're so awesome. He
Well, they
can't
have to
handle
book
us
ahead of
every year.
schedule. That's the whole thing, and some people may not want to pay him.
Maybe
But once every 2
maybe
years.
next time he'll come to the Emerald Republic Brewery
In Navarre.
in Navarre.
Or maybe Third Planet in Niceville.
Yeah, I could see third place.
Third Planet has plenty of room.
Yeah.
But see, they have to talk. They have to know about these things so they can contact and all
Or
this.
maybe we could finally open up our own damn brewery.
And maybe we could be rich.
Yeah.
Maybe. If only we were that damn good looking. But on TikTok, one of the things I do like to read is there's a lady who reads recipe reviews. And to me, it's hilarious. Reading any reviews of things people complain about.
Yes.
And it's hilarious when people complain about it and they said, I didn't even try this recipe. And like, but
Yeah.
but yet you left a comment.
I like the ones where it's like, I made this recipe, but instead of using this, this, and this, I used this, this, and this, and it was terrible.
Exactly. there was one, and the person complained because they used apple cider vinegar. And the woman read back it, and she's like, it says use apple cider. There's a big, big difference between the two. It's like, I really want to start reading reviews on things now.
I'm already come up with names for our beers.
Oh, let's hear them. For our beers.
Yes.
Okay, what's the name of our brewery?
I haven't done that yet. But
Wait. How do you have names for beers then?
Because
Because. Okay.
I think
Because brewing.
think-
Because brewing.
Yes, I think that one of our producers will actually like this.
Okay.
Old Blue Hair IPA.
I don't know if you're calling me old. Am I the blue hair in this situation?
Yes.
You were.
No, but as you get old, we're called blue hairs. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Yes, I know that.
I don't think she actually knows that. I think
Yes,
she's
I
Googling
do.
it now.
People are called blue haired. Yes, I know that. Thank you. I'm not stupid.
There's a lot of inflection in that.
We're really good at pissing our producers off.
Yet I'm still wondering what they're producing. I mean, I wish Spencer had set up a camera. He could do this.
Not a damn thing. What?
Not a damn thing, what? But old blue hair?
Old Blue Hair IPA.
And what would it taste like?
Regret.
Being an IPA, would you go for the very Christmas tree? Huh?
Regret.
As we pay the first bill. This tastes like a good side dish of regret.
No, I think
I don't know why we made this. And then we read on the can.
since we're naming it after you, sir,
After me. So I'm the old blue hair.
I think it would be heavy Christmas tree.
Heavy Christmas. Are you
Yeah.
calling me fat?
No, I'm just saying.
Why is it heavy?
You like your IPAs.
I don't like them heavy.
Oh well.
I like black IPAs. For Walton Brewing, they had there's like 3. This is not a racial thing.
Called dark.
No, it's actually called black IPA. It is a type of hops they use. It is not a racial thing. It is a dark hop. I don't know if it's Cascadian, but like Left Hand Brewing has one. For Walton Brewing has one, and I found one. There's 3 of them, and they're all top of my list of the IPA because it's like a stout, looking like a stout without the stout heaviness.
Won't burns no more.
I know Fort Walton Brewing. They made it. They God love Fort Walton Brewing, but they own their own pizza place now called Pizza Face here in Fort
Still
Walton.
haven't eaten there.
I haven't either. I feel bad because we haven't got over there.
We're supposed to be producing,
I wish they
not
would.
bringing things down.
I know, I miss them because they carried us through the pandemic. They turned their whole back parking lot into a beer garden.
You miss them.
I
Yeah.
miss them too.
They were the best ghostes.
Oh yeah.
Fun Friday nights over. Just playing games and having fun.
We used to play Uno, drink
Yeah.
beer. $5 a pop. It was awesome.
Shut
$5
the hell
minutes, $6.
Yeah.
We miss you, Fort Walton Brewing.
Come back, please.
We'll try your pizza one day, but we're still.
Mm.
Looks like I have lightning right
My
now.
only
I'm Harry Potter.
concern,
Why is that? Oh, go ahead.
anyways, my only concern is they it's a pizza food truck, and rewinding back to our previous conversation.
They're gonna be really expensive.
Yeah,
Well, they have their prices online.
I want a $37 personal pan pizza.
It's not 30. I think it's like 22 to 28, depending on. Which is like the going rate, unless
For
you
a
go from
personal
Domino's.
pan pizza?
Well, personal, I don't think.
The
it's
guy's
that
like, here's your pepperoni.
Well, see, this
It's
is what
so
the-
thin you
we
can
were
see
we're
through
bringing
it.
up pizza here. Where you bringing up a whole touchy subject for me because I love pizza. I think it's funny that people are willing. I don't understand the whole piece of pizza. I'm gonna buy a slice of pizza.
Sometimes you only
I'm
want
willing
a
to pay
slice.
$4.50 for one slice of pizza, and I'm like, I want the whole pizza.
Sometimes you only got time for a couple slices.
I'll take it for later. And what do they do with the rest of the pizza? What if nobody else wants pepperoni that day? Then you've got 7 other pieces of freaking pepperoni pizza. Do you reheat it for the next day?
There's a place in Freeport,
Oh.
and we were standing up our branch out there, and
You were standing it up like you were. I don't have any
I'm
to
sorry.
drink.
But we were standing up the branch.
Like I'm
we
no.
went
Who are the people who stand at barns in Pennsylvania?
Amish.
So you were Amish. Okay.
Yes.
You were standing up the.
What's that? Setting
He
up?
meant set up.
He said
No.
standing up. I'm
That's
going
what we.
with it.
That's what we refer to it as. We're standing up the branch.
Well, setting up makes more sense.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just telling you how
They were all
it's-
on
Women's
blue
rights.
pills that day. They were standing up the
Yes.
branch.
speak in languages everybody can understand.
Anyways, so we were making the branch usable.
Usable.
Anyways,
Usable.
we went to go have lunch. It was a local. It's kind of like a.
It was a pizza place?
It was like a local, almost like
Do
a.
you remember the name so we can advertise for him?
No,
Oh, what?
I wouldn't advertise for him anyways.
Oh.
Yeah. I'll advertise for somebody out there in a second. But it was like almost like a Cheers,
Okay.
but shitty.
Then it's not like a Cheers because
Yeah.
Cheers is amazing.
So they had the buy a pizza by the slice,
Yes.
and so we go in there, and on the sign it was like cheese, pepperoni, and I was like, I'm feeling cheese today, and the guy was like, we got pepperoni, and I was like, cool. I guess I'm getting pepperoni.
I guess I'll remove the pepperoni.
Yeah. But yeah, that's usually what happens. It's like they make them, and it's like, hey, I want this, and
We don't have
You
that.
get
You're a
what you
pizza
want.
place. Make another one.
but to advertise for a place out there, if you're ever in Freeport, Florida, 331 Noodles, amazing place.
331 Noodles.
Yes.
Tell me
We have
about
a
them.
really good pizza place out there too that we ate at. I don't remember what it was called.
Doesn't remember if you don't.
Hopefully, it's not the same place.
It's not.
No, 331 Noodles. It's a
So
Chinese restaurant.
331?
Yeah,
Because there's a road called 331.
but it's a Chinese restaurant, and it is family owned. We went in there. Huh?
Huh?
It's legitimately they were Chinese.
Okay, I was just.
It's Chinese, and our resident Chinese expert told us how Chinese the place was, and I'll get to that in a minute. But anyways, we went in there, and the mom was cooking the food. The son, who was probably like
That's right.
7 or 8, he was the waiter,
There used to be a place in Shalimar like that.
and he came around. I mean, that kid was on it. He came around. Can I get your drinks? He got our drinks. What can I get you to eat? Ordered that. Came back multiple times. He was probably one of the better waiters I've had in a long time.
You tipped him good, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I hope Ryan tipped him good.
I was gonna say you didn't pay. What are you talking
Yeah.
about?
Our manager
Okay.
paid for it, but
You didn't have to say a name.
there's lots of.
You
Ryans
could have
out
thrown
there.
in money for the tip, though.
Could have.
You have cash in your pocket?
You never ask cash.
Oh. Yeah, that is the problem with today's society is
Yeah.
we're so card-oriented.
But great food. Great food. So yeah, if you go out there.
Okay.
They also have a Mexican restaurant out there. It's Taco Bell.
Taco Bell?
Great place.
Not Taco Bell?
Taco Bell.
It is Taco Bell. It's right across the street from Publix.
No, but all seriousness. 331 Noodle. Try it out.
And we're going to end with that advertisement. You have a good night, folks.